Good evening. It is Tuesday, January 31st. Doing another video to share, this time not my antique and vintage finds, but wait a minute, I take that back. This is a video of partial family pieces and vintage and antique and record finds. I'm gonna start with this mid-century atomic ashtray that belonged to my grandpa Vince on my mom's side, my mom's father. And I remember this thing growing up, and it was next to a chair in grandma's house, and I always was mesmerized by it. And my aunt had it, and last time I was back in Iowa visiting, I asked her about it, and it was down in the basement. And I asked for it, and they let me have it, and I was so happy, because like a lot of people, I'm getting really bonkers on mid-century modern stuff, and some people say this could be out of the 40s, but I don't think so. I'm thinking 50s, most definitely, and possibly very early 60s, but it looks pretty darn 50s to me, and it's got, you know, the little ball ornamentation that was just on like everything like this out of that era. You know, magazine racks, all kinds of housewares and home decor had this stuff. And yet again, it's got that, you know, that typical mid-century splattery textured splatter stuff with gold. The gold flecks and highlights everywhere. I love it. I'm so attracted to this stuff. Yeah, I took it back on the plane with me and put this in my carry-on, and then packed this up in a sturdy box with some wrapping around it, and it survived pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side so my cat doesn't knock it over, because it survived all of these decades. And on to some of the family pieces. There's nothing spectacular. These are some of Dad's cases, and I have these together. This file case, he kept all his documents and important paperwork and things when he was a younger man in here, and I keep some of my keepsakes in it. And then we have cassette case. It's too bad that's broken right there, but there are cassettes in it, and he used it driving around, and I used it driving around, and you know, I got stuff in here like the Sugar Cubes, the first album I got into the Grateful Dead on when I was only 10 years old, this very cassette right here, Built to Last, stuff like that. God, the Pixies, Comp Le Monde or whatever. Love that. Anyway, yeah. But the highlight of what I am showing is his 45 case with my 45 collection in it. Playing, by the way, is not a 45, but a 33 Ferrante and Teacher, if I'm pronouncing their names correctly. Soundproof, the sound of today, tomorrow, today. And it's very early experimental avant-garde kind of electronica. I was thinking, you know, a lot of it, and it mentions on here on the back what this album is all about. And really, they're quite possibly the pioneers of electronic music, or at least one of them. A lot of people regard Kraftwerk as like, you know, the first pioneering electronica kind of band. But, you know, decades before, people were experimenting with some pretty far out stuff. So here's his 45 case, which gets more and more tattered as the years go by. I remember it being in a lot better shape when I was a lot younger, when I was a kid. So I took his records out, and they are with him at his house in the Las Vegas area. So, sit back, and this is going to take a bit of time to narrate all of these. I don't collect a lot of picture sleeves like some people. I started this collection when I was only like 9 years old. I would go to this vintage vinyl shop in Orange, California, and I would collect, mainly the bigger hits out of a lot of bands out of the 60s mainly and 70s. And there are some gems in here. It's all gems. And I went after first pressing copies. Very few picture sleeves. I mean, I didn't have the money for that. I was just a kid, and $20 for a picture sleeve just seemed like a fortune. I would have had to have saved my allowance for like weeks to buy that. But I did buy some. One of the Monkees, I'm a Believer, is in here somewhere, and that's probably one of my favorites. But my favorite band is the Grateful Dead, and I got into them when I was just 10 years old on the Built to Last album, which came out in '89. And then I expanded. I also liked In the Dark, and Touch of Grey. Some people were criticized as being what they called, Deadheads called touch heads, people that got in to the Grateful Dead when they had their big hit, A Touch of Grey, which got some radio play. But here it is, Touch of Grey, a nice picture sleeve. And I think I got that at Mr. C's at Vinyl Shop. So let's move on pretty quick here. U.S. Blues and Loose Lucy, Grateful Dead on Grateful Dead Records. Boy, we're getting the psychedelic stuff. Somebody to Love, Jefferson Airplane, and She Has Funny Cars. It looks like an original sleeve. This looks like an original sleeve on here as well. Light My Fire, Doors, Crystal Ship, nice copy. People Are Strange, Unhappy Girl. Most of these in here are the topper hits, but some of them are my personal favorites. White Rabbit, Jefferson Airplane again, Plastic Fantastic Lover, cool. Born to Be Wild, Steppenwolf, and Everybody's Next One. Jimi Hendrix Experience, Purple Haze, and on Reprise, and Foxy Lady. Inagata Devita, Iron Butterfly on Atco, Iron Butterfly theme. I don't know if I had mentioned I'm primarily interested in 78 RPM records and acoustic phonographs, and I don't collect 45s too much at all. I stopped collecting them years and years ago. I go after 78s first, followed by 33s, and then 45s. The Cowsills, Hair, cool. What Is Happy? This is great. Happy Together, The Turtles. Love that. White Whale. Like the Seasons. Beach Boys, Surfin' USA. Shut Down. The Rolling Stones, Satisfaction. The Under Assistant West Coast Promotion Man. The Who, My Generation on Decca. This looks like Led Zeppelin, Whole Lotta Love. Man, I gotta play these. Livin', Lovin' Made, awesome. The Beatles, I Wanna Hold Your Hand. I Saw Her Standing There. Sunshine of Your Love, Cream, and Slobber, or however you pronounce that. Always been a mystery to me. White Room, Cream on Atco again. Those Were the Days. Picture sleeve of sorts. We are the champions. We will rock you, Queen. Awesome. Cool. This looks like a first pressing copy, possibly. It's green. Warner Brothers. Alice Cooper, School's Out. Gutter Cat. Cyndi Lauper on Portrait Girls, Just Wanna Have Fun, and Right Track, Wrong Train. And here we go. Oh, this is awesome. The Monkees, I'm a Believer, I'm Not Your Stepping Stone. Groovy. Awesome. I gotta get some more Monkees stuff. Monkeys kick ass. Pink Floyd, Money, and any color you like. Note the British English spelled with a U, by the way, color. Roy Orbison, Yo Te Amo Maria, and Oh Pretty Woman. That should be the other way around, because bigger hits on the other side, I believe. Can Heat, Going Up the Country, kick ass. One Kind Favor. The Byrds, Turn, Turn, Turn. Columbia, She Don't Care About Time. Janis Joplin, Me and Bobby McGee, and Half Moon. Columbia, MGM. This looks like an original sleeve. Maybe Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, Bully Bully, and Ain't Gonna Move. Another Columbia, possibly original sleeve, I don't know. Bob Dylan, Like a Rolling Stone, and Gates of Eden. Rainy Day Woman, Bob Dylan, awesome. Pledging My Time. Gordy, Martha and the Vandellas, Nowhere to Run. Dang, I have not listened to this stuff in eons. I gotta play some of. I gotta play these. Smoke on the Water, Deep Purple, and Smoke on the Water. On the same, I don't know, both on the same side. Sonny and Cher, I got You Babe. It's Gonna Rain. Bee Gees, Staying Alive. If I Can't Have You. ABC, Dunhill, ABC Records, Three Dog Night, Black and White, and Freedom for the Stallion. Aerosmith, Walk This Way, awesome song. Uncle Salty. Eagles, Hotel California. Pretty Maids, All in a Row. Da, 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 da. Manfred Mann, Do-Wah-Diddy, and Sha-La-La. Crosby, Stills and Nash, Sweet Judy Blue Eyes, fantastic. Long Time Gone. Nancy Sinatra, These Boots Are Made for Walking. The City Never Sleeps at Night. Got a variety of stuff. This was Dad's record. This is one of his that I have. So he doesn't have all of his stuff with him. I've kidnapped some of his records. The Champs, Tequila. Yes. Train to Nowhere. Cool. Got Jackson 5, ABC, and the Young Folks. Jukebox copy. Gosh, where did I get this? Guns N' Roses, Paradise City. Now we're getting into a little bit of the 80s or something here. Paradise City and Move to the City. What in the world? Gosh, I can't believe I have this. MC Hammer, Adam's Groove. Crazy. Madonna, Like a Prayer, Act of Contrition. ZZ Top, Sharp Dressed Man, I Got the Six. Billy Idol on Chrysalis, or Chrysalis, whatever. Moni Moni, and Hot in the City, Cool Sides. And, boy, knocked the case over. Warrant, Cherry Pie, and Thin Disguise. My Lover's Prayer, Otis Redding. And Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. Stevie Wonder, I Just Called to Say I Love You. I Just Called to Say I Love You instrumental. Van Halen, Pound Cake, and Top of the World. And Joe Cocker with a little help from my friends. This is not an original release. This is A&M Memories, but still. Delta Lady on the other side there. This was one of my dad's. Gilbert O'Sullivan, Alone Again, naturally. And Save It. And Joe Cocker, You Are So Beautiful. It's a Sin When You Love Somebody. Led Zeppelin, Misty Mountain Hop, Black Dog. Now we're getting into some without sleeves. This looks like a second pressing copy. Doors, Hello, I Love You, and Love Street, Cool Sides. Doors, Love Me Two Times, and Moonlight Drive, love Moonlight Drive. And then this is a later pressing, Doors, Riders on the Storm, Changeling, cool sides. And Steppenwolf, Magic Carpet Ride, Born to Be Wild, later copy, pretty rubbed copy. One Canned Heat, Going Up the Country. Now I have another copy of that. I wonder if this is a later copy. My record's over, but we're almost done here. Rolling Stones, Satisfaction again. Must be a later copy. That's why I have these toward the back. Rhythm of the People Arcade. Morning of Our Lives. I don't even know what that is. And yeah. I don't care for this song. A lot of Deadheads don't. Alabama Getaway and Far From Me is pretty cool. And yeah, so that's my 45 collection, my humble 45 collection. That's all of them right there. And I do have one more. The We Are the World single in a nice kind of picture sleeve. I don't want to go dig that up. And then there is the Carpenters. What's that one? Their biggest hit. Oh gosh, you know what it is. Oh man, why has it escaped me? Close to You, I'm pretty sure, in an original sleeve. And anyway, yep, just a little show and tell of my 45 collection. Good stuff. Gotta play 'em. Thanks. Talk to y'all later. Bye.